There was a special meeting tonight about drag racing on O Street, and it did get a little heated.
Dozens came to voice their opinions on the topic just a few weeks after two people were killed during Memorial Day weekend. Channel 8's Alexis Ganeski was there and has the details. Alexa?
Yeah, that's right, Rod and Megan. City Councilman James Michael Bowers says he's received a lot of messages the past few weeks about drag racing on O Street. So because of that, he held an event tonight with Lincoln Police to answer some questions and get down to the community's concerns moving forward. City Councilman James Michael Bowers holds a Northeast Citizens meeting every month, but for June it was a little different. Lincoln Police Chief Teresa Ewens joined him to talk with the community about drag racing on O Street. It's become a bigger topic lately after two people were killed and 20 others injured from a speeder near 52nd and O Street's Memorial Day weekend. Dozens gathered at Joyo Theater Thursday evening in Havelock to voice their opinions about it, including Barb Bulow, who lives near O Street and says the noise is ridiculous. She turns her TV volume up at night to go to bed so she doesn't hear the drag racers outside.
It's pretty bad. You hear it when your windows are closed, when you go to bed at night, anywhere from 10 to 2 in the morning. It's almost every day, probably 7 days a week, we all hear it.
But others came to the meeting to listen and advocate for responsible racers. Jim McNeil has a classic car he cruises on O Street with. He believes the city needs to make a separate drag strip for those who want to race responsibly.
We need to have somebody step up, let the city step up to help us put something together so the kids don't use O Street. They need to go someplace else. Like a drag strip, you see the people that want to race, they're out there at Eagle.
The town hall became a heated and passionate debate about what needs to be done. Chief Ewens says this was the first step into a larger conversation, but no matter what, public safety is #1 priority. She says 2 young women lost their lives a few weeks ago, and it could have been avoided.
And that's really the most important part of this, is that we remember why we're doing what we're doing, and that's about lives. And so I try to remind everybody, here that this is not about the ability to drag race or sideshow or anything like that. It is really about people's lives and quality of life.
The chief says there are plans and ideas in the works to crack down on drag racers, but there is something you can do at home to help. She says let police know when it happens because officers can't always be at the right place at the right time.
Connect with your captain. Give us the information that you have, because sometimes we don't know what happens in seconds. We can respond there, but they're not going to be there.
Now, Chief Ewens had a full presentation to show, but only got through some of it because there were so many questions and concerns. She said maybe tonight was not the time for numbers. Today was just for listening.
Alexa, thank you very much for bringing us that story tonight.